Hey guys, Musa here, and today I'm bringing you my Week 9 Seahawks versus Rams predictions. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. Now, let's kick it off with the injury report of the Seattle Seahawks, starting with wide receiver DK Metcalf with a knee injury. Then moving on to tackle Abraham Lucas with a knee injury, nose tackle Cameron Young with a knee injury, and tight end Noah Fant with a groin injury, all out for this game. Then moving on to Ernest Jones, who we just got via trade with I believe it was either Tennessee or very well with the Los Angeles Rams. Don't really remember. I think it was Tennessee. He is questionable with a neck injury. Then moving on to wide receiver Laviska Shenault with a knee injury, cornerback Devin Witherspoon with a foot injury, tackle George Fant with a knee injury, wide receiver Tyler Lockett with an oblique injury, defensive end Draymond Jones with a shoulder injury, corner Nehemiah Pritchett with an ankle injury, tackle Michael Jarrell with a shoulder injury, linebacker Boye Mafe with a knee injury, cornerback Trey Brown with an ankle injury, and cornerback Tariq Woolen with an ankle injury. Now, when it comes down to the injury report of the Seahawks, I have said it once and I will say it again. Injuries to the defense is going to hamper Seattle. But, obviously we've had Abraham Lucas out for most of the year, so it really didn't affect us as much. But now we're losing Noah Fant and DK Metcalf. Those are two serious injuries to the offense. So hopefully DK Metcalf can explode for this. Sorry, not DK. That was Kenneth Walker I meant. Could explode with DK and Noah out for this game. Also, you got Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and Jake Bobo. They've got to start working harder for the Seattle Seahawks. And obviously, without Noah Fant and Metcalf, obviously, the offensive rookie tight ends, I don't really remember their names right now. I think AJ Barner is one. And yeah, they got to start working harder without Noah Fant on the field. Otherwise, I think Seattle will be doing just fine on offense. Otherwise, it could really go either way because both offense and defense are hampered. Now, moving on to the offense of the Seattle Seahawks, we got quarterback Geno Smith, running back Kenneth Walker, wide receivers Jake Bobo, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and Tyler Lockett, tight end AJ Barner, and Charles Cross at left tackle, left guard Laken Tomlinson, center Connor Williams, right guard Anthony Bradford, and Michael Jarrell, right tackle. Offensive line is going to be a decent offensive line. Obviously, the right side is the weakest, so we're going to have to watch out on that side. Otherwise, I think Charles Cross and Laken Tomlinson will do a decent job. Not really the best, but a decent one. But when it comes to the run game, to the outside with Kenneth Walker. Get him to the sideline. Bam! Just get big runs on the LA Rams. Also, if you could, find Jackson Smith-Njigba deep and in the middle of the field. Those are crucial passes for Njigba in this game. And Tyler Lockett, maybe some deep passes. If he can break open, he's not DK, so he can't battle with the corner. So he's going to have to basically just outrun the corner. So those are two crucial things. AJ Barner, short passes, and hopefully get the first down on multiple occasions. And maybe rotate also the tight end. And maybe put someone else in, some other rookie or whoever other tight end Seattle has. Otherwise, I think it's going to be okay. But in the end, losing Metcalf and Noah Fant are two of the biggest injuries of the Seattle Seahawks offense. Now on to the defense of the Seattle Seahawks. Moving on to defensive ends, Jaron Reed and Leonard Floyd. Nose tackle, Jonathan Hankins. Weak side linebacker, Derek Hall. Terrell Dodson at inside linebacker. Then we move on to inside linebacker Ernest Jones IV, who is questionable, so we might be seeing Trice McKnight take over for him. Then strong side linebacker Boye Mafe, cornerback Tariq Woolen and Trey Brown, Devin Witherspoon at nickelback, free safety Julian Love, and Kobe Bryant at strong safety. Now, when it comes to the defense, obviously, front seven's going to do a decent job. Leonard Williams, Jaron Reed, and Jonathan Hankins. Blitzes, a lot of them from both Derek Hall and Boye Mafe are needed. Keep Ernest Jones in the middle of the field. Keep him in hook zone. keep him in that area. Make sure he's got the short routes from the tight ends, from any other receiver, from the running back. Keep him in that position. He's best there. Bryce McKnight and Terrell Dotson, maybe a few blitzes. Otherwise, same thing. Cornerbacks Tariq Woolen and Trey Brown, they're going to be pretty good in this game. And Devin Witherspoon as the nickelback will be doing an excellent job. I think they'll lock up those receivers. Maybe they'll have a little bit of a problem with Cooper Kupp. Otherwise, they'll be doing just fine. Even if Puka Nacua does join this game. And in the safety positions, Julian Love, hopefully he does a good job. And same goes for Kobe Bryant. Otherwise, I think it's going to be an alright defense. Now moving on to the injury report of the Los Angeles Rams. Starting out with defensive tackle Neville Gallimore with a shoulder injury. Offensive lineman Joe Noteboom with an ankle injury. And punter Ethan Evans with an illness. All out for this game. Then we move on to safety Cam Curl with a knee injury. Wide receiver Jordan Whittington with a shoulder injury. Defensive back Charles Woods with a toe injury. And wide receiver Puka Nacua with a knee injury. All questionable for this game. Now, out of the questionable players, I think that the only ones that will not play is Charles Woods and Puka Nacua. I think they will be a late game decision, but they will not play, in my opinion. Otherwise, anything could happen, and we might be seeing them on the field. But an injury to their offensive lineman Noteboom would be serious. Same goes for Gallimore. Those are two big losses on the offensive line and the defensive line. And losing Cam Curl will be a devastating loss in the safety position. Charles Woods, pretty decent, so that's going to be a big loss. Puka Nacua, obviously a big loss. So, in the end, even though they got so many big losses, I still think that they're 50-50, especially since they're questionable. And obviously, you got to know that you get injured, and you also get possibly pumped with like a painkiller or something before the game if you do have an injury, so it doesn't hurt, and you'd probably be on a snap count. So that's besides the point. The point being that even if you go into the game injured, that's still going to hamper you, even if you don't play. If you don't play, it's going to hamper your team fully. While if you are in the game and then you get re-injured, then you screw up your team for that game. They have to do something else. Otherwise, I think the LA Rams will really suffer mostly on the offensive side due to the loss of Nacua and due to the loss of Noteboom. Now, on to the offense of the Los Angeles Rams, starting with quarterback Matthew Stafford, running back Kyron Williams, wide receiver Cooper Kupp. Puka Nacua will be the receiver, questionable, but if he cannot go, obviously Tyler Johnson will take over. Tutu Atwell is the older wide receiver. Tight end Colby Parkinson. Left tackle Aldrick Jackson. Logan Bruss, the left guard. Theo Limmer as the center. Kevin Dotson, right guard. And Rob Havensing at right tackle. Offensive line, I think might have a little bit of an issue on the left side. Otherwise, pretty good. Tutu Atwell, decent receiver. Cooper Kupp, definitely a good receiver. Kyron Williams, very good running back to watch out for. And obviously they got Matthew Stafford, who can come back in the late fourth quarter, so you never know about that. But obviously the loss of Puka Nacua is a big one. But I don't think it's that big since they do got Cooper Kupp. But that just means more players on Cooper Kupp. But that's also a good thing because then you leave someone open. And that's what the Rams probably want if they don't have Puka Nacua. So in the end, it's going to be down to who's going to be open if Puka plays, and if Puka does not play. And obviously, we'll be seeing a very decent game with the LA Rams most likely running the ball with Kyler Williams. Now, on to the defense of the Los Angeles Rams, starting with defensive ends Braden Fisk and Kobe Turner. Nose tackle Bobby Brown III, weak side linebacker Byron Young, inside linebacker Christian Roseboom and Omar Sprites. Then we move on to strong side linebacker Jared Verse, cornerback Kobe Durant, Josh Wallace, nickelback will be Quentin Lake, potentially. If he's not the guy, obviously we'll be seeing Quentin Lake at the free safety position. Cameron Curl will be the strong safety, and if he cannot go, then we move on to Cameron Kitchens at strong safety. But when it comes down to it, The defense is going to have an issue. Kenneth Walker. Is he going to explode or is he not going to explode? The receiving core, not that much since DK Metcalf is gone, but they still have to worry about Njigba and Lockett. AJ Barner as well on tight end. That's a pretty good choice to find for the Seattle Seahawks. And then you got a potential run from Geno Smith, which he has sometimes done throughout the year. So they got to watch out for all of that. I think that they'll have the runs, at least from Geno, all covered up. And same goes for some of the receivers and tight ends. But the run with Kenneth Walker, that is going to be devastating for the LA Rams. And I expect Kenneth Walker to either reach or almost reach 100 yards rushing in this game and maybe even a touchdown. Now, in conclusion, I have the Seattle Seahawks winning 24-20. I think a game-sealing interception by Devin Witherspoon will end the game, or maybe a game-sealing sack by either Mafe or Hall will end it on a fourth quarter stop. And there you go. Game ball, Seattle wins. And that's mostly what I think could happen. I honestly think there could be another option where the Seattle Seahawks throw it deep downfield. Sorry, not the Seattle Seahawks. The Los Angeles Rams throw it deep downfield and score the game-winning touchdown to win it 24-27. But I think that won't happen. I think that there will be a mistake that the LA Rams do, and the Seahawks come out with the win. Now, that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tweet me any video ideas. Also, tell me down in the comments below, who do you think will win, Seattle or Los Angeles? Tell me down in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it, subscribe, and hit the notification if you want more videos. And I'll see you guys next time.